Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction. We're checking out Bad Boy and Sober by Bigbang, the official music videos, and much like I've done with all Bigbang reactions so far on this channel, I'm checking out the music videos on YouTube and then doing a live performance of some kind on Patreon. So there's going to be a full list in the pinned comment and the description of this video as to which performances I have checked out of the various music videos that we reacted to on this YouTube channel. Now, very excited about both of these songs, especially Sober was mentioned a ton. Bad Boy was also mentioned quite a few times, and I will probably, my next iteration of like Bigbang reactions is probably gonna go the solo route. I'll probably check out, I've checked out a decent amount of G-Dragon songs, so I feel like let's focus also on some of the other members. There's a song by Taeyang, like Eyes, Nose, Lips, that I might have seen a couple of snippets of, but never actually listened to from start to finish. Obviously, Top has a couple of bangers that have been mentioned a lot. G-Dragon has a ton of more songs. The song has some songs that I would probably be very much interested in check it out. So I do feel like even if I continue being regularly active with Bigbang reactions, I also want to focus on some of their solo stuff and give some respect to the rest of the members as well, with Top, the song, and of course Taeyang. So with all of that out of the way, let's get into it. We're starting off with Bad Boy by Bigbang.
Baby, come back. Hey, yo, Charles, drop it on me.
I 100% thought he was going to put his foot and the skater was gonna... I don't know why. Intrusive thoughts. He wouldn't do that. He's not crooked. Hold up. Me and my dumbass jokes. That was a sick drop, actually.
Baby, come back.
Let's take it back.
Hey, yo, Charles, drop it on me.
Ooh. Ooh. Man, that hairstyle was revolutionary. Ooh. The problem is that your shirt is on, you know? Get it? Ooh. I'm so real, I'm sorry. It's a nice little... Ooh.
너만큼 날 이해해줄 사람
Baby, don't leave me. I know you still love me. The kid is shaky. The mighty me copy. You in my lane, 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 lane. My lane, 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 lane. 네가 사랑하는 나는 sorry, I'm a bad boy. Sorry, I'm a bad boy. 그래 차라리 떠나줘야 you will
It's the grooviest fucking love song.
네가 사랑하는 나는 sorry, I'm a bad boy. Sorry, I'm a bad boy. 그래 차라리 떠나줘야 you will good girl.
Damn. The vibe is amazing. The instrumental is incredible. The way it drops in the beginning was just, it almost sounded like it was going to be much more aggressive than it actually is, which kind of like goes hand in hand with like the bad boy image that is actually kind of like, you know, I'm sensitive on the inside, but I'm not going to let anyone through. But there's some really cool stuff within like the lyrics in terms of, I believe Tops, some of his lyrics is like, using excuses in order to postpone our date, and the bride in my dreams is just a friend now. It's like, on one hand, they're doing a phenomenal job. They did a phenomenal job with basically mirroring the words sorry with so real. It's almost like the confliction, like, I'm sorry that I'm doing this to you, but I am who I am and I'm not going to change. So me being a bad boy is not just, you know, in a cringy way, it's kind of like I'm just a bad boy, but it's more so I am who I am and I'm not going to change for anyone. Even though for this girl, I want to change, but I cannot. So the more I show myself, the more I push you away. And there's also like the lyrics, I'm a bad boy and you're a good girl. I don't deserve you, or you cannot hang with me because I will ruin you. And my relationship with you, even though I want you and I know that you are in love with me too, I would rather push you away because I'm afraid of being responsible for this relationship if anything goes wrong. Like, it makes me think in the future of like, you know, other songs like Fuck It, or like Let's Not Fall in Love. There's like this feeling of, it's not necessarily like creating a pity party for yourself, but it's rather not being able to come to terms with the fact that I am who I am and I don't want to change for anyone. But at the same time, when a person comes into your life that sees you as you are and wants you still, it creates all kinds of like back rooms in your mind, and you just want to push them away because you don't feel like they're ready for you. So you would rather be alone, you would rather make excuses, you would rather be separated from that person, and the bride that was supposed to be mine is now just a friend because I pushed her away. I think my view of the song is a little bit skewed because I'm currently rewatching Sons of Anarchy for like the 10th time, and the lyrics kind of make me think of Jax's and Tara's relationship, especially in the first like 2 seasons and whatnot, in terms of, you know, drifting apart, then her coming back and him wanting to be with her, but at the same time he pushes her away because he doesn't think that she's about that life. She proves it to him that she is. He still pushes her away, and it's like tragedy brings everyone together. There's a little bit of that I'm feeling as I'm reading some of these lyrics, but there's also something really, really interesting with the Top having like that giant sugar skull. I think it's a sugar skull at the very least. I don't know if it's the only prop that they had, so they just gave it to him, but it represents like the departed, basically, the dead, and maybe that represents like the death of the relationship. So he's like mourning the relationship or commemorating the relationship, because he's literally saying the bride in my dreams is just a friend now and I'm upset over a breakup. So I love the fact that they're showcasing vulnerability with lyrics like I act tough but I'm not, don't abandon me, you're the only one who understands me. They're portraying like vulnerability, but at the same time they go back to I am who I am and I'm not going to change, so that pushed you away. I'm sorry for being so real. You know, my only apology is for being myself, and if I have to apologize for being myself, maybe we're not supposed to be together. But the confliction still continues because they literally saying you know that there's no one who will understand me like you. So it's like, are you unwilling to make any sacrifices or any compromises for someone that loves you for who you are, but you just... Should you even make those compromises? If you love someone, does it even feel like a compromise, or is it just an act of love? Like, the right one won't make you feel as if you're making compromises. So you can take so many different meanings from this song. Is like, one would be like, don't let anyone make you feel like you have to be sorry for being who you are. The other meaning is like, maybe sometimes you need to see the fault in your ways and realize that sometimes for the right people, it shouldn't feel like compromise. If you're fighting yourself so much, maybe it wasn't meant to be, because for the right person, it wouldn't feel like such a fight. It wouldn't feel like such a compromise. It would just feel like an act of love or something. Like, the right one wouldn't ask you to be something that you're not supposed to be. So there's like these conflicting emotions in a way that they portrayed really, really beautifully in this song. Like, this was awesome. Like, I feel like we're turning this fucking YouTube channel into a therapy session. So I'm just going to stop here and let's move on to the next song. The fact that this was released in like 2012 is amazing. Honestly, this song definitely has a quality to it that doesn't make the song feel like it was released 13 years ago, 14 years ago. If this song dropped like 6 months ago, I would absolutely be vibing to it, and I would not even guess that it was released that long ago. It just has a really cool, calming, soothing quality to it, and then when you read into the lyrics, it gets pretty deep. So I really, really enjoyed that. It has a bit of a timeless kind of quality to it, I guess. So if it wasn't for the music video, if I was just listening to the song on like Spotify or something, I wouldn't necessarily guess that the song was from like 13 years ago. So that was beautiful. Let's get into the other song, which is Sober. Ooh. Excuse me? Oh. What children's rhyme is that? If you chase money, fame... What? If you only chase after money, power, and fame, your crotch is gonna rip and you're gonna fall? That sounds painful. But very true. Ooh. Oh. Oh man, this song is... Oh, I love that. That is so real. Like, I have so many things to do, but I have nothing that I actually want to do. Like, life is so consuming, but I feel so dead. Like, that is relatable as hell. Damn. Holy shit. This chorus is amazing. Damn, let's take it back. The instrumental slaps. Yeah, it also honestly, the time is so slow, growing old. I feel like I live like I'm dead. I feel like a zombie. Literally reminds me of like the music video for Zombie by Day 6. You know, in terms of like the office life and feeling as if like there's nothing of meaning in my life, but their life is still so chaotic, but I couldn't care less. It's like honestly a little bit of Fight Club in there. You know, Edward Norton's character, as you know, he's working at the office but his life is so meaningless, and like literally the premise, the things you own, the quote, the things you own end up owning you, and it's only after we lost everything that we're free to do anything. You know, the possessions, you know, thinking that I need all this shit when in reality the shit just makes me feel even more like a loser. Damn, this is really, really fucking beautiful. What the fuck is up with Big Bang making songs that sound so happy and youthful, but then you look at the lyrics and you kind of want to die a little bit because it relates to your life a little bit too much, or just makes you feel sad and dark and, you know, depressed. Damn.
세상이 내게 차갑고 남 시선은 따갑지 어른 같지만 어린 나이 작은 키만 훌쩍 자랐지
I'm just the child that's really tall. Kwangya? Ooh. Nice. Fuck those drums up, the song.
깜깜한 밤이 차가운 세상이 너무 힘에 겨워. Without you, 아직도
Dreams. Ooh. Oh. I love that the song is just visualizing that he's drumming in a different reality too. It's like having fun, having, in a way. Ah man, this is so beautiful. The dreamland, almost like Neverland. And like the psychedelic nature of like the purple trees in one of the shots just now, like the effects that they're using, and like it's really, really cool. Because when they say without you, up until the woman showed up with G-Dragon, I was kind of like thinking like there's quite a few nowadays K-pop songs that talk about youth. So when they and like the charm and not losing your youth. So when they said without you, it almost made me feel like maybe they're actually meaning without youth, like feeling as if life is meaningless and all I want to do is just to be mindlessly myself. You know, I just want to have fun. Like, I'm just a child. I'm not an adult. I'm just a child that is really tall. And like them going to that dreamland with the sign that says dreams. It's almost like them going into like, there's like a variation of them being like Peter Pan going into Neverland or something like that. That was like the first thought that I had. And then I saw the woman and G-Dragon. I was like, well, she's probably talking about like love. Which also makes sense because life is meaningless without love. You know, without you, this work at this office means jack shit. I have so many things to do, but there's nothing that I actually want to do. When in reality, I want to do things with you. I want to be with you, but I cannot. So the fact that they kind of like, maybe they tie in a couple of different meanings, because Top's verse definitely kind of like gives me like those, you know, a child stuck in an adult body that, you know, just wants to live his life without any, you know, major responsibilities, and just wants to be accountable for his own happiness and not for the tragedies of life and whatnot. Which is also kind of like, I guess, it relates a little bit to idols' life in general, and like the microscope that the industry has on you, whether it's the industry itself or like possessive fans or like haters in general, that make you feel like you constantly have to be sober in a way, and you can't get drunk off of life itself. You can't have fun without somebody twisting it into something that it's not supposed to be. Also, the lyrics that they were talking about, chasing money, fame, power, will leave you in pain. Life is not about being famous, or just because I'm famous, we're like this big group. It doesn't mean that we're automatically happy. Like, you can be the most successful human being in the history of this world and still feel like a worthless piece of trash. You know, every one of those members goes to bed alone and has to think about some dark shit, even though just 2 hours prior they were like celebrated by hundreds of thousands of people in a live concert. So I feel like them saying it's hard for me to be sober because I can't do anything, and not being able to have fun. Like, sober is like being like the 9 to 5 worker that is only focusing on just responsibility and being accountable for his job. And getting drunk is like the equivalent of having social life, and the way the social life affects your work life gets potentially ruined, and then you cannot have that social life, so you're fucked. It kind of like relates to the idols, even like with relationships, especially back then where it was even more taboo than it is now. Now people are a little bit more, I guess, accepting, but not really, let's be honest. It's like being sober in this life is one of the life's greatest tragedies, because the second you get drunk, which is the equivalent of having fun, not actually getting drunk, but getting drunk off of life, somebody will try to do something and make you out to be a villain of sorts. Or just being sober is the meaning of not being with you, you know, a loved one, you know, your girlfriend, or in a relationship. So I have to be sober, and because of that I can't really be myself. So only in that dreamland I can actually get drunk and live life the way that I want to, which is, you know, where G-Dragon has the girlfriend, you know, the song is like playing drums, Top can just, you know, goof around and have superpowers and shit. Taeyang also kind of like basically drowning in that shower, asking for a taxi to take him far away to the airport, to the land of dreams where I can have my reality and have fun. Like all of that was like incredibly incredibly symbolic. Like the fact that they use like the woods in a way as like a metaphor for like an airport, as we literally see like there's like a depression route, there's all kinds of like routes to different things of like happiness, vain, admire, like sloth, sympathy. There's like all these different routes that they can go to. There's enthusiasm, disappointment, like no matter which way you go. Also, if you look at it, for something positive, there's something negative that will meet you in that same realm too. So you go with enthusiasm and you get met with regret. You go to love, and like there's like everything is just counteracts. No matter which way you go, you will never find full-blown happiness. So I thought that was really, really interesting. I didn't even notice the fact that they kind of like used the woods in a way as an airport of sorts. This was so fucking cool. And like one of the coolest shots, this is something that I talk about a lot, and I referenced that music video. I know that music video was released way after this. I'm Daniel, Nirvana. There's like this incredible meaning behind that song where I'm Daniel is literally laying in a car, or he's laying in a trash can, and it's always filled with flowers. The second top popped off the top of the car, and the flowers were there. It's like the source of happiness and like the feeling of nirvana, of zen, peace in the place that I am in, which is something that literally one of the things say I want to believe. So there's also a goat. So Bigbang goats or top goat, you know, I'm Popeye without spinach. Like in this land of dreams, when I get drunk and I feel like I'm in heaven, I'm Popeye without spinach. Like that was really, really beautiful. And you know, the fact that, you know, Taeyang gets taken to that taxi again, to that airport, to the land of those dreams, and G-Dragon gets the girl, which is ironically kind of like sad, because it's only in my dreams that I can have my fairy tale ending or relationship of some sort. And you know, the song kind of like blasting those, you know, those drums, which I'm pretty sure he's doing for real, because he's actually trained a trained drummer from what I understand. It was beautiful. Like honestly, this song, maybe I'm going a little bit too far and I'm turning this into something that it's not supposed to be, but knowing the depth of the likes of G-Dragon and just Bigbang in general, I really wouldn't put it past it. And if I do, then, you know, I'm sure that most of you probably already signed off of this video after the actual reaction. So if you stayed all this time, I appreciate your time. So if I made any sense, let me know in the comment section if you enjoyed this reaction. Obviously, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll just end this reaction here. This was amazing. Thank you for all the support on the Bigbang reactions. Really, really appreciate it. And if you obviously want to see more, check out the live performances over at Patreon, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Be well and safe wherever you are. See you.